Autos ended the first half fairly strong. Sales in June did beat expectations. Even General Motors, in the eye of that storm over its ignition switch issues, still managed to scratch out a gain. Needless to say, GM will continue to be in the spotlight for the rest of the year. And there are some trends to watch in the skies as well. LeBeau tells us what to keep an eye on in autos and airlines.
Here's what to watch for in the airline sector in the second half of this year. Higher jet fuel prices are likely to put a little more pressure on the bottom line for airlines, and that means airline stocks could be facing a little more pressure themselves. Also, expect more attention to be focused on niche startup airlines like People Express, which will be flying limited schedules. Finally, for the legacy airlines, Southwest will be flying internationally for the first time in the second half of this year, and other carriers like JetBlue will be expanding their offerings when it comes to coast-to-coast flights. Meanwhile, the outlook for the auto sector in the second half of this year will be dominated by a few key stories. General Motors is expected to see the pace of recalls slow down after recalling more than 20 million vehicles in the first half of this year. Investors will be keying in on Fiat Chrysler, which is expected to have its IPO before the end of this year, with a listing likely on the New York Stock Exchange. As for auto sales themselves, well, the pace is expected to stay strong. Many in the industry believe that auto sales will be above 16 million vehicles for the entire year. That's your outlook for the autos and airlines for the second half of this year. LeBeau, Nightly Business Report, Chicago.